Up next, we're going to set Passport up and create a new seed. So you can also restore the seed from Passport using a 12, 18, or 24 word seed. You can also restore from a backup with a micro SD card. We are going to go ahead and create a new seed. Now, what's really cool about Passport is we have something called an avalanche noise source, which is an open source true random number generator. So we have this really cool source of randomness that helps ensure that the seed is as secure as possible. So I click create seed and Passport is now generating and saving the seed. And now Passport is going to prompt me to back up the seed. So experienced users can always go into the advanced settings and read out the 24 word seed. You can write it down on a piece of paper. You can write it down or back it up on a steel plate. You can do anything that you'd like. By default though, Passport makes it really easy to make encrypted backups to micro SD cards. We provide you with 2 industrial grade micro SD cards in the box. These are designed to last for over a decade, be resistant to things like water, dust, radiation, bending, heat, cold, and so on. And so what's cool when you back up to the micro SD card is that we can save all of your settings in addition to your seed. So we save your 24 word seed in a text file, but then we also save your multi-sig configurations, your settings, and some other important pieces of information, so that if you do lose your Passport, you can pop an SD card and really quickly restore your device to exactly the state at which it was previously. Now, if you don't want to use a Passport anymore, you can always put this SD card into a computer. It's in an encrypted, compressed format, a compressed folder, and you can enter in the password and you can always decrypt this file. So we're going to give you a password and Passport will generate that. You can write down that password somewhere, or you can store it securely in a password manager. And then in order to recover, you'll need one of the SD cards and your password. So now it tells me to insert a micro SD card. So I can take one of these out and I can pop it in right on top. So it tells me that Passport is about to create my first encrypted backup and that we recommend storing it in cloud storage or password manager so that you can keep the password safe. You can ensure that you're never going to lose it. And then even if someone finds your password, they also need to find your micro SD card in order to restore your Bitcoin. So this is the backup password. It is 6 words long. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write this down and record it and save it securely. And now it's going to ask me to verify the password with a little quiz to make sure that you actually wrote it down and saved it. So I can go ahead and I can click each word. Get a little check mark if it's correct. If it's incorrect, you get a little X next to it, but you can still keep guessing. Perfect. Now it just encrypted the seed and stored that to the micro SD card. It asks if I want to make an additional backup, which I do. I'm going to go ahead and put this SD card away. I'm actually going to keep this one in a secure location in a completely different place, so not in my home. I'm going to store this somewhere else. This one I'm actually going to put the backup on, but I'm also going to keep it at home so I can do things like install firmware updates, use it for partially signed Bitcoin transactions with some software wallets that don't yet support QR codes, and so on. So I pop that in and I say, yes, I want to make an additional backup. And we're done. I do not want to make an additional backup. And now setup is complete.